Hello, Matrix. Let's talk about a pressing issue in today's digital world, the rise of voice cloning scams and how to protect yourself from becoming a victim. Watch the whole video so that you'll have a good understanding of what's happening and the practical steps you can take to ensure your safety. As with any technological progress, there's also a darker side. Now let me show you an example of how amazingly similar AI can clone your voice with just 3 seconds sample of your voice. Pay close attention. Notice the ground truth compared to the AI cloned voices.
Paced up and down, waiting, but he could wait no longer. Number 10. Fresh Nelly's waiting on you. Good night, husband.
Thy cold bed, and leave my shining lot. O bed, and leave my shining lot.
They moved thereafter cautiously about the hut, groping before and about them to find something to show that Warrenton had fulfilled his mission. Thereafter cautiously about the hut, groping before and about them to find something to show that Warrenton had fulfilled his mission.
A godly minister or two with him, and likewise a leech is within, but he hath a godly minister or two with him, and likewise a leech.
Essentially, this is a technology that uses a small sample of a person's voice, now as little as 3 seconds, to generate a synthesized voice that sounds remarkably like the original. The technology works by training a neural network on a large dataset of human voices, then fine-tuning it with the specific voice sample. This results in a synthesized voice that's so convincing, it's nearly impossible to tell it apart from the real thing. Scammers have seized upon this technology as a new tool for their nefarious activities. A notable example is a recent case reported by NPR, where scammers used voice cloning technology to mimic the voice of a person and convince their relatives that they had been kidnapped. A terrifying scenario indeed. It's one thing to be wary of a stranger's voice on the phone, but how do you guard against a voice that sounds so familiar, so close to home? The first line of defense is awareness, which is why we're having this conversation today. Knowledge of the capabilities and limitations of voice cloning technology can help you distinguish between a genuine call and a potential scam. For instance, while the voice cloning technology is impressive, it's still not perfect. There might be subtle artifacts or inconsistencies in the synthesized voice, especially when handling complex sentences or unfamiliar words. Moreover, it's crucial to understand the tactics scammers use. They often rely on creating a sense of urgency and fear, pressuring you into making hasty decisions without thinking them through. Even if the voice on the other line sounds like someone you know, take a moment to evaluate the situation. Ask questions only the real person would know, or reach out to them through another means to confirm their safety. The power of AI is incredible, but it's not infallible. And understanding how it works and how it can be exploited is the first step in protecting yourself. Let's dive deeper into the practical steps you can take to protect yourself from falling prey to voice cloning scams. First, it's essential to verify the information independently. If you receive a call claiming a relative is in danger, hang up and call that relative directly or reach out to another family member who can confirm their safety. It's also a good idea to have a predetermined code word for emergencies within your circle of friends and family. This way, you have an extra layer of security against such scams. Next, consider the context and content of the call. Scammers often use high-pressure tactics, urging immediate action to resolve a crisis. If you feel rushed or pressured, that's a red flag. Genuine emergencies are, of course, stressful, but it's essential to stay calm, think logically, and not let the panic dictate your actions. Additionally, never share personal information or money based on a single phone call, especially if it's an unsolicited one. If the caller is requesting financial help, Ask them to provide more details, and then verify these details independently before taking any action. Finally, remember that technology, including AI, is a tool. It's neither inherently good nor evil. How it's used largely depends on the intentions of the user. As users and beneficiaries of this technology, our best defense is staying informed and vigilant. So, what should you do if you suspect you've been targeted by a voice cloning scam? First, don't panic. Remember, the goal of these scams is to make you act hastily. Instead, collect as much information as you can, including the phone number and any details about the call, and then report it to your local law enforcement agency and the Federal Trade Commission. Remember, awareness and vigilance are our strongest weapons in the fight against these scams. By understanding the technology and its potential misuses, we can better protect ourselves and our loved ones. I hope that this discussion has given you some insight into the world of voice cloning and how to stay safe in the face of this emerging threat. As always, we're keen to hear your thoughts, so please feel free to leave a comment below. And if you found this video informative, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We have plenty more discussions on AI and its impact on our lives lined up for you. Stay tuned and stay safe.